You guys, it is your girl Constance here, and I am here with the reading for the sign of Capricorn, summarizing Venus North Node or any other heavy placements in your chart. Please be sure to like the video if it resonate, comment down below if you felt that vibe, and subscribe, because what would you not? If the reading does not resonate today, maybe next time. All right, Capricorn, your message for today is you will get your way, but not the way you think. Okay, so I'm getting for you, Capricorn, there's something that you really want and you're working really hard to get it, or you've been working really hard to get it. You've been praying for it, you've been manifesting it, you've been trying so hard to get it, and you're going to get it, but it's not going to come in the way that you think. Okay, so there's going to be some sort of surprise for you, Capricorn. Spirit, what do you have for Capricorn? Yeah, because I'm hearing be careful what you wish for. What do you have for Capricorn, Spirit? We have relationship. Wow. What do you have for Capricorn? What do you have for Capricorn? Creative blocks. What do you have for Capricorn? We have change. Yeah. Yep, and we have hardships at the bottom, but we're not going to really take that energy. We have relationships, Capricorn. So this could be, of course, in love and career, Capricorn. Because I feel like what's going on for you, Capricorn, is you guys could be doing something the same way. And that could be the reason why Spirit is like, yeah, you're going to get what you want, but not how you expect it. Because I feel like there is some sort of change that needs to be made. Spirit is wanting you not to scare yourself with the future, but to focus on taking the next step. And with these creative blocks, Spirit is wanting to release any blocks and restrictions in your life by serving all who need, okay? With the relationships here, it's giving me a vibe where it's like Spirit is telling you that to call into the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needed to fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. So when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your love life, maybe you're used to dating the same type of people. Maybe you're used to going up with about relationships the same type of way. Maybe when you are dating and you are meeting new people, you're constantly, say if like you're the type of person when you go dating, you get on dating apps. Maybe it's time for you to get outside more. Maybe instead of meeting people at the bar, if you're used to meeting people at the bar or at the club, maybe it's time to go somewhere where it's more family oriented or friendly, whatever the case is. Or it could be fun. It doesn't have to be like, family oriented. But I feel like there's something that you keep doing the same way and you keep getting the same results. And Spirit is like, it's time to make a change, especially when it comes to your love life and your relationships with friends and family, because maybe that will open up the door for new things. If you're wanting a perfect soulmate, or if you're wanting a divine union, you're wanting a divine counterpart, it's time for you to remove any blocks or restrictions. This could also be maybe it's time to date outside your race. Maybe it's time to date outside of your comfort zone. Stop dating people. Stop dating your ordinary type. Maybe it's time to look deeper into things, get to know people on more intimate levels instead of just kind of judging people off maybe their looks or what they have. I feel like there's something about what you're doing it the same. And Spirit says you're going to get your way, but it's not going to be how you were expecting it. So maybe it's time to just step outside your comfort zone and try new things. When it comes to love in particular, this could be work, but I'm getting more so of love. I'm getting more so of love. Yeah, there's a change here that you need to make here. And I feel like it could be a change on how you view relationships. Okay? Maybe you're so used to telling yourself that, you want something that's more open, maybe a friend type of vibe, but deep down inside, you really want something that's intimate, long-term, family-oriented, and, you want that deep connection. And maybe it's time for you to just be realistic with yourself instead of just, setting to the norm of things. And I'm also getting for others of you guys, maybe you do want to have an open relationship or whatever the case is. And that's the type of thing that you're into. And it's like, okay, well, maybe it's time for you to stop looking for monogamous relationships when you really want to be in polygamy or something like that. Or you want to be in an open relationship, whatever the case is. But whatever it is, I feel like deep down inside, there's something about you that wants and is craving some sort of change. And I feel like it's going to start with you being honest and realistic with yourself and knowing what you really want. And understanding that if you continue to do things the same way you did in your past relationships, your past friendships and stuff like that, you're going to keep getting the same type of results. So there is something that spirit is begging you to change. But I feel like it's more so of your own spirit telling you, like, come on, like, you know, this is not what you want. You want something different. You want something new. Then it's going to take a leap of faith. Okay. Wow, look, wisdom, and we have magical blessings. What this wisdom spirit is saying, you are wise beyond your years, okay? You have so much knowledge, and this could be a reason why you've maybe had issues in your relationships in the past. Maybe you were too smart. Maybe you were too wise. Maybe you were too, maybe you are just wise beyond, like I said, like the card says, wise beyond your years. And maybe in past relationships, you had to dumb yourself down, or you blocked yourself off from certain men or women who you felt like would not value or appreciate the magical, your mindset and how powerful and how wise and how smart and intelligent that you are. So maybe you've settled. Maybe you haven't really explored that side of you, or even allowed other people to explore that side of you, where you have that gem. You have a lot of gems. You have a lot of hidden knowledge. You have a lot of hidden information, and maybe you have not allowed yourself to really engage with people who would appreciate that about you. And maybe it's time for you to understand that now is the time for you to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with the challenge. Yeah, so it's like, get creative. All right, we have magical blessings. Yeah, you'll be amazed how things work in your favor. It says whatever you are going through, you are being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So that's what I was also getting as well. If you are doing something in your life and you really want it to happen, you really want something to work out when it comes to friendships, relationships, partnerships, Spirit is saying, and I've been getting this in your past couple of readings, Capricorn, it's time for you to give, okay? Maybe you've been receiving a lot of blessings, good things have been going in your life, and maybe you're going through a little bit of a tough time right now, because Spirit says it's time for you to give now. We have to remember, in order to receive, we have to give. And so if if you're asking the divine for all of these things, and he's been blessing you, or she, whatever you guys believe in, the divine has been blessing you with all of these blessings, but you still have not given back, it's time for you to give back to charity, to people, to whatever it is. If this is just, taking care of animals, maybe taking an animal in, whatever the case is, make sure you are also giving back to the universe. Because you got to remember, when you get what you ask for, you have to give some sort of offering. Okay, so I've been getting that, you guys' past readings. It's like you're asking, receiving, but you're not putting out enough energy. And that's why it's time for you to kind of give something to the divine. We have temptation. That's what I'm getting. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? The fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it disguises. So it fell right under, it's right under change, which lets me know that some of you guys may need to change a habit. Like I said, maybe this is flings. Maybe this is alcohol. Maybe this is drugs. Maybe this is sex. Maybe this is eating. Maybe this is something very unhealthy that you feel bad about doing. Spirit says, don't worry about the future. You need to take the first step, okay? Don't worry about how things are going to go down the line. But they're trying to ask God to change you into the person who could take the first step in letting this addiction go, letting this unhealthy habit go. And this could be the reason why you keep repeating certain cycles in your life, because Spirit is trying to break you of this pattern. They're telling you that you have the power to overcome temptation. So if you're consistently being tempted by something, tempted to go back to old relationships, tempted to go back to old habits, tempted to go back to doing certain behaviors that you know no longer serve you and are creating a bunch of blockages and restrictions in your life, it's time for you to stop being in denial about that and accept the fact that maybe I do have something unhealthy. Because if you have to hide it, and if you are afraid of people knowing about it, and if it's secretive, that's how you know that you are guilty. So with that energy, you need to take that energy and stop trying to hide, because you can run, but you cannot hide from the divine. You may be able to hide from everybody else, but you cannot hide from the divine. And the divine is telling you, hey, if you want these changes to come about in your life, you have to take the first step. Don't worry about the 40. They're going to be with you every step of the way, but put one foot in front of the other and do not look back. All right? Do not look back, Capricorn. Wow, you already got cards coming out here. Yeah, wow, reconciliation. So maybe you want somebody to come back. Maybe you're asking God to bring you back to someone, or you want somebody in particular in your life. Or this could just be you coming in reconciliation with somebody here. Or some of you guys, like I said, you want love in your life, or you want a relationship in your life, and it may be an ex. It may be somebody from your past. It just might be. It just might be. But I'm also getting as well, because it fell on top of change. So some of you guys, maybe this temptation is that you keep going back to a specific person, and Spirit says that needs to change. Maybe you're in denial about some sort of unhealthy habit that you have, or some unhealthy connection that you have with someone that you know does not serve you. And maybe this could be the reason why you can keep going into these temptations. Maybe you keep getting tricked by this snake here. They keep pulling you back in. And that's why you're wondering why you keep, and that's why it's saying you will get what you want, but not how you think. It's like you're trying to get somebody to change for you. But maybe Spirit says it's you who needs to change, and not keep trying to change this person. Because maybe if you want love and you want a stable relationship, you're trying to get someone to change for you. But maybe Spirit is saying maybe you need to undergo the changes, because you may have outgrown a relationship. You may have outgrown a connection, and you're trying to make it work with them. But maybe the divine is trying to tell you you have a soulmate, a higher soulmate somewhere else. But you need to make changes within yourself. Yes, rebirth. There is definitely a huge transformation that needs to be made here. It says, no matter what is happening, you can find new wings. Rise from the past, accept the positive change that is coming. Exactly. Spirit is saying no matter what is happening in your life right now, Capricorn, you will gain new wings from the situation. You need to rise from the past. And that's what I'm getting. I feel like these changes that Spirit are trying to help you get through, it's changes that are going to help you elevate. And then once you elevate and you go through this rebirth, you're going to realize that the lifestyle that you used to live is not even in alignment with where you are or where you're going. And so it's like you're holding on to something or someone because you feel like this is the person for you, or this is the one, or you have this idea, you have your mind set on some sort of lifestyle. And Spirit's like, maybe this lifestyle does not serve you. Maybe there's something better that you could be doing with your life. Or maybe there's someone better who you could be dating or in a relationship with that's on your frequency. Yes, we have faith and we have mercy. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. This is another card telling you the divine wants you to know that you are not alone. You have God on your side. Your guides are asking you to ask for guidance if you feel lost in any situation. But with this mercy card coming out, this is letting me know again that you have to give in order to receive. So if you are not giving enough, if you are not offering kindness to all living things, like I said, somebody here needs to either give back to the public, give back to, shelters, whatever the case is, give back to nature. There's something that you need to give back. And if you are not giving back enough, eventually you're going to be going through issues with receiving because you're not offering your time, your energy, anything into the divine. And it's kind of like a one-sided relationship. And is that fair? No. Is that fair for you to constantly get what you want and not give back to the divine for blessing you? No. And it's not that it's not unconditional love, but it's just the fact that love comes with boundaries. And it's like if you're constantly just taking, yeah, I love you unconditionally, but I have to set a boundary with you because this is a one-sided relationship, and that's not fair, and that's how things are. And we have discernment at the bottom of the deck, which I am getting again with this temptation that Spirit says, see the truth of the situation, use common sense, do not be fooled, pay attention, your intuition knows. All right, Capricorn, so that's what I have for you. Sorry, this and that is like making me so mad. Yeah, I feel like you have a distraction. All right, like the video if it resonates, comment down below if you felt the vibe, subscribe. Peace.